Hello, namaste. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Hi, welcome to the live. So it's morning hour in Portugal. We are in Coimbra. No, I am in Almada, Portugal. Hello everyone. Welcome to the. Have you applied for citizenship? Yes, I have already. Like my residency card, my it's almost 1 year. So yes. So now I'm preparing my coffee, and it's morning hour. It's I think 9 a.m. in the morning. What is time right there now? So it's I think 9 o'clock, 9 or 9:05 something. Oh, hello guys, welcome to this live. Okay, do you get Indian masala? Yes, we can easily get Indian masala, but for me, I have never purchased from here because whenever we go to India, uh, we like we try to get as much of spices which we need for 1 year. So for me, in my case, I'm using Indian masala like I get from India, but you can get here as well. The difference only it's not about taste, it's about like price. So it's like Indian masalas, they are not available everywhere in supermarkets. For that, you need to go to some Asian shops. So there are lot of shops where you can get Indian spices or Indian things like dal and spices or namkeen and snacks like besan. So these are the things you can't get in supermarkets, but yes, there are several stores where you can get everything. Okay, are there Indian community in Almada? Yes, there are Indian community, but it's not that much. Like you have mixed Hindi speakers, like some from Pakistan, some from Nepal, and some from Bangladesh, they also can also speak Hindi. So there, it doesn't make a lot of difference when we talk about countries, because you don't have anyone here who can speak Hindi. So if someone is speaking Hindi, that at that time you do not think about the countries. But I have two neighbors here, which are one from Punjab and one from Gujarat. So yes, there are Indian community as well, but not that much as we compare to other countries like Canada and all. So there you can find lot of Indian crowd or Indian people, but here the number of Indians are less than as compared to other countries. But definitely we have some friends. So we have one friend from South in Lisbon. So yeah. Yes, because Porto, Algarve, Lisbon, and Almada, these are like main cities here where you can find work and all. That's why. In Almada as well, when you want to see about Indian community here, like on festival, what we do, we go to some temples. There are some temples in Lisbon. No, no, I'm not making puri bhaji. I'm just preparing some roti and courgette curry. So when you need to see some Indian people here, so what we do on festivals, like in our neighborhood, we don't have that much of people like we can celebrate. But yes, we go to some temples, and there you will see a lot of Indian crowd here there. And I have posted a video about Lord Radha Krishna temple. There you can see a lot of people from India. Puri bhaji we also prepare, but on like when someone is coming, because I think it's not a good idea to have. Like my family, we are having very simple meals, so that's why. What class are your children? So my is in seventh standard, another one is second standard. Okay. And here, like in India, the session start in April and ends in March. But here, the session ends in September. So in this September, they will be in 3 and 8. Schools are very different here as compared to India, because if I tell you, there are no school dresses for kids or like for upper classes as well. But so they are wearing whatever they want to wear, like there are no specific uniform for schools. Did your children continue from the same? Yes, yes. Actually, we came here in April, so they just finished their session there and they got admission here in the next class. Like suppose they are about to, they just completed their first class, then when the session start here in September, they got admission in like second class. So we don't need to skip the years or like that. There is a misconception that like in some of my videos or live videos, people ask that whether you need to start from beginning if you come here, like because if suppose for example your kid in third class, but people think when you come here you have to start from first. It's not like that. It's like about your age and whatever documents you are providing, like you should have previous class certificate, mark sheet. If you give them proof that your kid is have studied the previous class, then they just enroll your kid in according to his or her age. So yeah, thanks for being here in this live. Okay. Are they able to adjust from India system to Portuguese system? Have they adjusted well? Are they able to be? Yes. Like for, if I tell you honestly, for first session, they have difficulty in understanding language, and the culture is also very different from India. If I talk about middle school, for primary school, it's almost same. Like kids play with each other, and they don't have like, for example, in boys, they have certain kind of behavior when they are in middle school or teenage. So yes, so if I talk about language, so initially yes, it was difficult for them because they need to learn the language. But after one session or maybe half of session, they were able to understand their textbooks, and now they can speak or understand very fluent Portuguese. It is because, like in Portugal schools, there are separate classes for non-Portuguese speakers where they teach the students Portuguese language from very basic. Like for example, if I talk about English, you start with ABC, so it's just like in Portuguese, and gradually students learn. So after one session, they can speak in public, they can speak on shops, like they can communicate. And my kids, they are now they can speak Portuguese, so it's not an issue. Initially, I think for me also, I was worried because how they will study in Portuguese medium, because Portuguese is way more different than English. So yes, it is like, I think, genuine concern. But here schools provide classes to learn Portuguese, and it's if I tell you about this Portuguese school system, so if your kids are studying in government schools here, so it's uh, free in free of cost, like you need not to pay the school fees. Yes, teachers are no, no, teacher never do discrimination, and even students, if some student show some behavior like this, you can complain to teacher, and your problem is addressed. And like genuinely speaking, if I talk about the atmosphere of schools here for the kids, they take care of the individual kids, because there is not that much of strength in classes. Like in my daughter class, it's only 24 students. So, and if I talk about Indian government schools there is 40 students on one teacher, like, so they are supportive and they take care of this thing, that students do not face these kind of things. So yeah, there is no discrimination. If your student, if your kid is going to school, you need not to worry about like the behavior of teachers or the staff. They even speak more politely. They hug your kid just to make them comfortable. So it's not an issue here. And even if I talk about food, if I talk about other facilities, so everything is same for Portuguese students or for non-Portuguese students. It's not like they do not discriminate at any level. Because the process of moving to Portugal. Okay. No, no, you don't need, you don't not to worry about like these kind of things. The discrimination by teacher or staff. Even the student don't do these kind of things. But yes, sometimes there are some cases uh, in kids or in students they can bully or something. But I think it's common in India as well. Like at a certain age, especially in boys, they do these kind of things. But later they become friends. Like initially you go there in the school first time, they try to like the it's not like they are doing physically some things, but yes, I think it's common behavior at a certain age, and it's not an issue. Okay, my wife is also watching this live with me. She also wants to ask you something. Okay, I'll be happy to answer your question. You can ask here. And I request you guys to please like the live. Okay. Okay. She asking when your husband go to work, you are alone, then you feel afraid. Neighbors friendly, any stranger come and knock on door and commit crime like you. No, no, it's not like that. Even like in buildings, when you like rent or buy any apartment here, in buildings on main gate there is uh, like password system, so no one can enter without that password. First thing, and here uh, like you don't have Indian neighbors or like that, so they do not even uh, like if you will speak, they will speak with you. But if you are not interested, they will never knock your door or something. The thing is, like when You live in a building, like even you will be surprised to know, as an Indian, for me it was surprising that when you are going outside from your apartment, like you are in lift or you are on stairs, and someone meet you, they just wish you good morning in their language, like bon dia, botar, and they give you a smile. And they will sometimes, if they are ahead of you, they will open gate for you. So these are common etiquettes people follow here. And there is like no need to worry about safety, I think, because it's not about when my husband is going to office. I lived here alone when my husband visited India, or like he goes for their office, his office work for maybe weeks. I am living here with my kids, and it's completely safe. So no one will knock your door if you like unknowingly or something. So you need not to worry about all that. Even you will feel more safe here, like going in night outside in like 7 or 8. You in India, you think about like as a woman, you think should I go right now or not? But you can walk here in the parks, even in the night. It's completely safe, so it's not an issue. People genuinely, yeah, people like try to communicate, try to speak. They don't have anything to do with your personal life. And whenever they will meet, even if you are strangers, like on cafes, whenever you are having eye contact or something, so they will give you a smile. They will say you bon dia, without, etc. So it's not an issue. My wife asking if you feel like having chaat and pani puri. Yes, we have option. Like I don't know about Almada, but in Lisbon there are lot of restaurants which deals like in authentic Indian food, like fish, full meal, and these snacks and all. So yes, it's not that much common like India. Like you travel to 5 to 10 minutes and you will get. You need to travel, you need to find a restaurant there, you can get, like it's not that much random, but it's, you can say that there is no pani puri or you will get not anything. So there are special restaurants where you can get Chinese, where you can get these pani puri, dosa, and everything you will find. So it's not an issue. Like taste is a bit different. Like you, as I come from India, Delhi. So in Delhi, it's famous for. No, no, it's not like that. Roadside, you will not get anything. You need to go to some restaurant. You need to find some restaurant in Lisbon. Some of them I can mention here is Diallo and Hyderabadi restaurant where I visited. But other than this, there are a lot of restaurants where you can find. No, taste is, I'll honestly say it's a bit different from India. Like it's not that much spicy, because I think people don't like that much of spicy food. Even if you talk about Indians as well, because when you live here, you somehow adapt to the taste of food here. So it's not that much spicy, but yeah, you can at least fulfill your cravings. Authentic taste you will get only in India. a family of four, what is the monthly expenses? So, um, like for example, if you rent a house here, like an apartment, like one D1 apartment, it will cost you around 800 euro, 750 to 800 euro. Then, if you are working here, you get a food card, like it is almost 150 euro per month. So I think for an individual, you can think of 150 to 200 euro if you eat like good quality of food, like you do not compromise. So 150 to 200 per person will be enough. If I talk about adult, but you can mm, uh, you can think of as yours, like your kids are small or grown up. It also depends. Like for small cost, small kids, it will reduce, but for adults, the diet and all things matter. So it will maybe increase to 200 to 220 maybe. So education is free, medical is free. Like if you go in any government school, it's free, and government hospital, it's free. For travel, you need to for kids, you need not to pay anything. Like you will need to make a travel card, and it is free for students. And for adults, it's like 40 euro per month. You need to recharge that, and it will work on buses and train and metro. So it's not that much expensive if I talk about traveling. So maybe I think it will be around 1500 euros or maybe 1600 euro. But I think expenses, they also depend on what kind of lifestyle you live. So I think it can vary. The main expense of living here is if you rent apartment, that is going to be your main expense. Beside that, everything is like normal as per the income here. Everything is like it's not so expensive to live here because education is free, medical is free. So yeah, yeah, around say. Like, let me give you a price of some vegetables. Then I think you will able to mm, assume. So most of the vegetables they come in between 2.5 euro to 3 euro per kg. So and some fruits are common like apple, peach, and banana. They also come in the range of sometimes 1.5 euro, sometimes 2.2 euro. So it's like that. Milk, it's I think 1.20 euro, 1.20 euro. So like 1 euro 20 cent. It's like that. Actually, I don't know about the cost of eggs because I never noticed. We are vegetarian and like we eat eggs. I don't not eat, but my kids and my husband eat eggs, so we buy some tray or something. But I don't tell you. I can't tell you exact price, but I think it's around 4 euro or something. So most of the vegetable will cost you under 2 euro to 2.5 euro. So and no, no, it's okay. because I know like here a lot of people eat non-vegetarian as well, so it's a general question I know. So if I can tell you about like some rice, atta. So atta we bought of 80 cent, that is 1 kg of pack, and for a bigger like 10 kg of pack you have to pay around 8 euro, sometimes 10 euro, so it varies. Like if I tell you tomato cost, it's in India I think right now it's 25 rupees or 30 rupees, but here it is right now it's expensive, but if on an average if I tell you about the tomato rates, it's sometime 2 euros, sometime 2.3 euros, so it's like that. If only can what option are there to like I have traveled lot of places here. Like you have not to go very far. There are very beautiful public parks, recreational park. Recreational park is there are lot of things for kids, so you can go on weekend. You can just sit and your kid can play there. So there are lot of things when we talk about sightseeing. So for me, I have like if I tell you about the names, I don't think you will understand that. But there are riverside, there are sea, and there are some like monument you can say like history. So it's a tourist place here, very near to my house, like almost 5 to 7 minutes of drive. And history is like a statue where you can go on top of that and you can have very beautiful view of Almada, Lisbon, and Tagus River. So Portugal is very very beautiful country if you live here because weather allow you to go outside as well. Swimming pools, like there are sports complex in every area. So for me, the sports complex is about 2 minutes of walk. So there you can have swimming classes, dance classes, yoga, tennis. So there are government-run sports complex where you can enroll your kid and yourself according to your availability of your time. So there are lot of opportunity for kids if they want to go in sports because school also encourage your kids to join any like they first give you option to engage in every sport, then they observe that in which sport, particular sport you are doing good, then they encourage you that like they send you in competitions and all to play that game. For example, for my son, he is now in school. He is now going to represent his school in badminton next month. So yeah, there are sports complex in every area. Like you need not to travel a lot of distance, and the prices are also like genuine economic, I will say, because these are like government run sports complex. So you can join swimming, taekwondo, or tennis, dance, gym. So there are a lot of options. But let me tell you about myself. So my both kid learned to swim after coming here. Yeah, there are water parks also, but I think you need not to go to water parks here because there is sea, so you can go. No, no. Summers are like only 10 to 20 days you will feel a little bit warm weather, like you will need a fan for only 10 to 20 days, maybe in June, July. Other than that, you don't even sweat, and you don't, honestly speaking, you will forget about summers because I know the Indian summer, no? It's very very harsh, very very difficult. But in Portugal, summers, you will, as an Indian, you don't feel like it's summer. So winters, like in my area, I specifically have thought about Lisbon and Almada. So winters are a bit harsh in like North India because my winter is big, so it is no snow, cold and all. But in winters you have very very harsh wind that is going to be very difficult for you. Like you need to wear jackets, and we don't have that much of habit of wearing that much of clothes. So yeah, winters are a little bit harsh, and it doesn't like it do not have snowfall in this area like Lisbon and here in Almada. And rainy season is like rain you can't say like uh, in this season we have almost 1 month of rain, but it's not normal. It's just because of some storms and all. But if I talk about rain, so it basically happens in winters, I think. So when it rains for 2 or 3 days continuously, then the weather will get well as well. So everything is fine. I think the thing that as an individual I can say I can't just generalize the situation. But for me, winters are a little bit difficult because I come from Delhi and I don't have that much of habit of living in cold weather. So winters are long duration, and some time of winter is little bit harsh like December and January because of the wind. Like in India, we have mobile recharge and we get free calls, free data, and it's the same like that. Actually, my husband is doing all these things for me, but I absolutely can't answer this question. I will answer you in any of my video. You can ask there. I will ask him. I will answer you because billing and all these things are managed by my husband, so I don't know much about that. So I will answer you in some of comment on my video. You just leave your question there. For electricity bill, I can tell you, like there are some companies which give you offers, like so that you can minimize your electricity bill. So yeah, it's like that. But I don't actually generally don't know about because my husband is paying for all that and he's managing, so I don't have idea. Okay. And thank you for answering all questions. I do know. Okay, thank you so much for joining the live. I also feel like connected. And thank you once again for joining the live. Bye.